Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be doing a comparison of the Motif Luna and the Spectra S2. This was a requested video, and I did just want to note the Motif company just released the Luna as rechargeable. So they have an option where you can buy the pump and it comes with a rechargeable battery, which is awesome. And I did contact Motif and ask them if the pump that has the battery option is the exact same pump as this one, the original, and they said yes. So everything is the same. You can even get the battery powered one through your insurance. I do think that there is like a slight extra fee, but I would highly recommend getting the battery option over just the plug-in. I mean, they're both still really great pumps, but the rechargeable battery, you can do a lot more. You can walk around with your pump, you can get up if your kids are getting into things. It just makes it a lot more hands-free. But as you guys know, I do have a review on this pump and I will link it up above. And I think I also have a review on the S2. I think it's a really old one, but I'll still link it up above if I can find it. But if you don't know, there is a Spectra S1 and a Spectra S2, and this is the S2, and the S2 is pink and the S1 is blue, and the only difference is that the S1 is rechargeable, and this one is not. So we are going to be comparing these two non-rechargeable pumps. They only turn on with wall adapters. So just for sake of the video, we're just going to start with the Motif Luna. So I really think, like, just to sort of start off, I really think that these pumps are very much the same. Just how they run, and even like if you look, like even the way their sort of buttons are set up, and even the screens, like they really kind of have like the same sort of mechanics. They just look a little bit different. This is the Motif Luna's kind of handle, and you're sort of supposed to hold it like this. And then the Spectra's handle, you know, is like pretty obvious. And then it does have the bottle stand in the back. I would say that they're relatively the same kind of size. The Spectra S1, or S2, I'm sorry, S2 is bigger, I want to say. Anyway, so let's go to the Luna. So for the Luna, you have the power button. There's the mode button, which this does have a stimulation mode and an expression mode. So it is two-phase expression. This is an electric pump. You can pump singly and doubly. No. You can pump as a single option and a double option. Jesus, Kim. Get with the program. It does have the two buttons here for your suction level, and then a night light which shines up through here. And this is just the power button, like I said. And then it does have the 12-volt adapter. Wow, I can't speak. And then this little doohick thing that's kind of like hanging here, this is just to make it single pump or double pump. The price point of these pumps are definitely different. I will link the price point of the Luna on the screen here, but you can get this free through insurance. I will also link Aeroflow down below for you guys to check out, and you should also check out the Motif website as well. I don't feel like these pumps are like very expensive. I feel like they're kind of in the middle range, which is nice. The Motif brand is a really great brand. I've worked with them before a couple of times. This video is not sponsored, but I've reached out to them a couple times before, and they always are super quick to get back to me and very great customer service. I did want to talk about kind of the suction, how that works, and just like my thoughts, I guess, on that. So the suction for the Motif Luna is a vibration. It definitely like has a little bit of pull, because they all sort of do, but it is more of like a vibration pull, and I want to say that it's gentle, but it still can pack a punch, which I like. So it has that vibration pull, but it can also go pretty strong. It has a couple different settings than the Spectra S2 does, and I'll kind of get into that in a minute. So where like the Spectra, count that out. So I would say that if you've kind of already tried a Spectra pump and you found that the Spectra suction just doesn't stimulate you enough, I would go to the Motif Luna because it does still have that vibration suction, so it is still gentle, but I feel like the actual overall suction is stronger than the Spectra. I hope that that makes sense. So then with the Spectra S2, this one pretty much has almost the exact same buttons. It has the power button and the 2-mode button here, which it does have the 2-phase expression, and you can pump single pump and double pump here, and it does have the little spigot thing. There's a nightlight button here, the cycle rate, so that's how fast you want it to suction, and then there's the vacuum, so how hard you want it to suck. And so their terminology is just a little bit different. I'm just going to move over to the side here. So with this pump, you can also get this one through your insurance. Usually the pink one is free. If you do want the S1, which is the rechargeable one, it's usually like an upgraded option, and the nightlight, which shines through the handle as well on this one. So this pump, I would say, is a really great starter pump. So if you're kind of like leaning between the Medela pumping style or this pump, I would try this pump, mainly because if you're thinking of pumping even like a couple times a day, like once or twice a day, this pump is just going to be so gentle on your new nipples that are like raw from your baby nursing or from you pumping with a different pump. I just feel like this pump is really that perfect starter pump for anybody who's looking to get into pumping. Even if you're not looking to get into pumping like as an exclusive pumper, I think you should definitely check out the Spectra. That being said, if you've already tried the Spectra and you're like, wow, like I'm not really having like a good time with this. Like I really like the Spectra, I like the vibration, but I just feel like I'm not getting enough milk. Like after your pump sessions, you still feel kind of heavy and full and you're like, what is going on? Like I've tried a lot of different settings on this. I would definitely check out the Luna because it does have that just stronger suction when it is still a vibration. So with this pump, it goes to about a 38 cycle rate. So it goes as low as 38 sucks per minute, I want to say. With that being said, the Motif Luna goes lower than that. I want to say it goes to like a 35. So that's where kind of like they differ, is that this one kind of has like a little bit of a stronger suction rate that it can get to, where this one is more gentle. So they're still both gentle, I do want to like say that, but out of both of them, I feel like the Spectra is a little bit more gentle. The customer service of the Spectra is absolutely great. I've emailed them and spoke with them multiple times and they always get back to me right away, and they're super, super helpful and nice. There is also a green Spectra, I think it's called the S3, that they're trying to come out. It's supposed to be like a hospital grade pump. They want to try to replace the Medela Symphony pump that you always see in hospitals, because they're noticing that a lot of people are picking up the Spectra more than the pumping style. So they want to try and make it a seamless kind of transition. So from the hospital, you would use a Spectra pump, and then at home, you would use your home Spectra pump. So they want to kind of have that be like a seamless transition, which I think is a great idea. I don't really know too much about the S3, but I would love to, you know, do a little bit more research. It'd be awesome if I could get my hands on it, but I think because it is so new and a hospital grade pump, that would definitely be pretty difficult for me to get my hands on. So I guess like for my final thoughts on both of these pumps is like, it really kind of depends on what you're looking for. Like if you're a first time mom and you didn't think that you were going to be pumping, and then all of a sudden you kind of find yourself and you're like, oh my God, I need to be pumping and my nipples are raw, like my baby can't breastfeed, you know, I need to start pumping for to create a little freezer stash, I would definitely go with the Spectra because it is more gentle. Now, say you're somebody who you've already tried the Spectra and you're like, oh, it's not really working. Like, I would definitely try the Luna. They're really not that expensive, kind of out of pocket. I mean, they are expensive, but they're not as expensive as like, say, the Willow or something. They definitely have a easier price point to kind of swallow. And You can totally find these pumps on that Mercarcy app. I really need to get my crap together and figure out that app. And I will link that app down below because you guys ask me about it all the time. And you can totally get these, like, you know, box hasn't even been touched on Facebook trading groups, and I totally recommend that. I know a lot of people don't, but if somebody, you know, has never used the pump but say washed the parts or something, this is a perfectly good pump for you to take advantage of. And, you know, you can wash and sterilize the parts yourselves or get brand new parts, like whatever. This is also, both of these pumps are closed system, so there really is no risk of milk or contamination getting into the pump unless the person who used it wasn't using it correctly. But most of these pumps, like, you can't use them incorrectly, and like, unless maybe you spilled milk like into the little tiny hole, that's kind of the only way that milk would be able to get in there, is if you kind of deliberately did that. So I really encourage people to look for secondhand pumps. I do not encourage you to get a Pump and Style Advanced, or the Medela Pump and Style Advanced pump secondhand, because that pump is not closed system. Any pump that says it's not closed system, I would not kind of share between you and someone else, just because there is that huge risk of contamination. And I'm sure that you've seen those photos online of people showing like the mold and stuff that's in their Pump and Style Advance. I still have mine, and it didn't actually have mold in it, which I thought was interesting. But I think because I remember reading the manual and it did say to clean that every so often. And I do remember cleaning that a couple times, so that's probably why that never happened to me. And after you use the Pump and Style Advance, you are supposed to turn the suction all the way up, not when you're hooked up, but you're supposed to turn it all the way up for 2 minutes after you're done pumping, so that it gets out all of the condensation that is in the pump. And a lot of people don't know about that, so I think, you know, it's not that Medela is like a bad brand or the Pump and Style is a bad pump, because that is a really good pump. It just has some couple extra like cleaning stuff that you kind of have to add into your routine. I feel like this video was a little bit shorter, and like, I feel like I want to say more about these pumps, but honestly, like, they are almost exactly the same except for like brand and kind of look, but they're both really, really great pumps, and they both have that really awesome vibration suction, which I think that you guys should definitely check out. If there are other comparisons that you guys want me to do, definitely comment those down below. And I'm trying to think if there's anything else that like I want to chat with you guys about, like, now that we're sort of here sitting down. I do want to make a kind of what's been going on video soon, so definitely watch out for that. If you guys don't already follow me on Instagram, please follow me. I will link that up above. I love hearing all of your really great questions and comments. It definitely means a lot to me, and I hope you guys have a great day or evening, and I will see you guys in my next